and welcome back to Heart of Stitches. This is day 3 of Vlogmas. I'm enjoying all the knitting and crocheting. I'm a little behind, as I was last night, on my crochet project, but I'm up to date on the knitting, and I'm doing better on the crochet than I was yesterday. Today I don't have the kids all day, so I should be able to get some serious knitting done. I have decided to go to the yarn stores tomorrow. I'm hoping I'll get my son to come with me. He's off on Thursdays and he wants to go to Michael's. When he was younger, we made ornaments, and it's basically just a glass ornament, and you squirt this paint over it and it sort of all flows down. And there, I think I had some kind of sprinkles on it. So he was asking me about that. So maybe he'll come with me. We could stop at Michael's. He can get what he needs for his project that he wants to do with his friends. On to the Advents, because that I can't wait for. The CamijoKnits Advent is the Little Women. I'm gonna open this and get it over with and stop making noise. Today's it's called Professor Bear. So I would think it's going to be somber dark colors. If I remember, he's always dressed of the period in a dark suit. He had his dark hair, but what is he? Yep, it's brown. It's a nice sort of nut brown, chocolate brown, variegated. So I am up to date on my sweater, so I can put this right on, and it will be the 3rd stripe. I have to say, in general, this sweater is coming out to be, deeper, more earthy colors than I guess that I had, pictured in my head. That I was worried that using 24 colors, that some of them might stand out as not belonging in a sweater with the rest. So far, they all do, and they're deeper than I had anticipated. But that'll make a more wearable sweater for me. If it were neon sign colors, I wouldn't feel that comfortable in it. So that is actually working out very well for me. I'm going to take a sip of my tea, which might be too hot. The Anne of Green Gables. The same color again. I think she does mention in it a fade. I guess I didn't anticipate 3 of the same color. But I thought the images that they're showing online were from a different Advent, and I didn't think they were going to be the same. And this is very much the same as what they've been showing online. So this is actually, we're fading lighter and lighter. These are the 3 colors. So the deepest was the 1st day, 2nd day, 3rd day. I'm not complaining. I don't not like the colors, but they're more similar than I had anticipated. I took the jam out of the box, so I didn't have to fumble around with that. Today's jam, and I haven't had breakfast yet, so this might be my breakfast. Oh boy. Plum, pear, star anise spread. That sounds good. Yeah, we'll see. And my last Advent is an every other day Advent, so today's the day. And it is the Muppet Christmas Carol. These are, my daughter bought me as a surprise. And number 2 here. Tiny Tim. So Robin, the frog, is Tiny Tim. I'm wondering if they're going to try and do Ebenezer, which is the only human in the, not the only, his nephew and nephew's wife are human as well. but all the other characters are Muppets. But Michael Caine is Ebenezer, and he does a fabulous job in that. And he wears a hat when throughout the whole movie, really, because it's all during at night when he should have been sleeping. He wears this cap that I always think I would love to knit that cap. Um, anyway, here's a better look at Robin. I have Kermit back here. So he's a little bit smaller, not particularly proportional, but you'd feel like you got the jip if he was too tiny. So here we are now. At least two kids can play with these. I've been keeping Kermit away from them. He's not toddler ready, as far as how he's made. He easily get his scarf ripped off, I think, or bit off. But anyway, that's that. Yesterday, I did catch up on my day one and started my day two squares. I had one viewer write in to not stress over keeping up with the crochet and just enjoy the crocheting, and she is absolutely right. Sometimes you need to hear it set out, because this is supposed to be fun. I'm not supposed to be, staying up late doing these squares. And these tiny little squares, like the first part's fiddly, and when you get to the third row and you're on a roll, then it's over. So you have to start again. I didn't mention yesterday, I do an advent for my children. So the first day they got the Lindt chocolate, or Lindor chocolate bear, the same as I bought one for myself as well. Yesterday was the only day that they got different things from each other. So my daughter got a Bon Maman advent, which I didn't think the boys would enjoy 24 days of jam. Um, my middle son collects shot glasses, so I bought him a shot glass from Stirling Castle when I was in Scotland earlier this year. And my youngest son, I found a brush. I think it's actually made for a woman because it came with a scrunchie, but he could throw the scrunchie away and just use the brush, and it was wicked. So it had the word wicked across the back of it, and then whatever green design that they have that's like the wicked logo. So he'll really like that. Today they're all getting the same thing, and I bought myself one. I don't always, or I actually mostly don't buy for myself what I buy for them, but I would think I was buying this for myself and decided to get them one as well. And it's the Loch Ness Monster Christmas ornament. I had gone to Scotland, and this wasn't made in Scotland. It's in fact made in China. But I went on a boat cruise on Loch Ness, and there's of course all the stories of how the legend of Nessie came about, and so I have a Nessie. So today I am probably going to just cozy in and try and soothe my throat, watch a little Vlogmas, although I've been watching a lot. Um, Catch up on my knitting, maybe take a nap because I am feeling a little under the weather. Um, and tomorrow I'm going to have to go to that yard store because I really do want to go. And I think I might try and find a Christmas mug or something. One of the things that I'm missing not being home in my actual home is unpacking all my Christmas stuff. It's a big chore because I have a lot. Um, but you pull things out of a box going, oh, my grandparents had the same thing, or oh, my kids were little when I bought that. And they're reminiscing as you pull out all these little treasures that I'm missing that. So I do have a few. I'm starting to build my little advent corner here, but yeah, these are new things. And it's not that I don't like them, but they don't have the same preciousness that my things at home would have. So I think I'm just going to, buy something. I bought this last year or 2 years ago while I was here in Florida, and I use it all year round, so it doesn't feel like it's Christmas special because I use it every other day. So anyway, I am going to get to knitting. I will let you go. I will come back later and show you how I progressed. See if we get up to anything else. Thanks. Bye. I'm back for my nightly check-in. I got up to a lot of knitting today. I blocked my shawl, so I had a quiet day. My throat is feeling better, although it's still a little scratchy. So I will show you my knitting. Starting, it's still curling a lot in the middle, but it's starting, because we're turning a corner, it's starting to lay out better at the sides. So color 4 or color 3 was this brown color. So this is sort of an unexpected color combination for a sweater. I never, if I were picking stripes, I wouldn't have probably picked these colors, but I like it so far. The only thing that I'm thinking maybe, and we'll see when other colors are added, but there's no going back now, is maybe I could have done less white and just did 4 rows. I'm doing 6 and 6. Um, Maybe it could have done with less white, and maybe not. We'll see as the next colors progress. This is coming along great. I have 2 rows, 3 rows of white to do so I can start color for tomorrow. I'm not going to get a lot of knitting or crochet done tomorrow, which is a little disappointing because tomorrow is color 4 for the Imagination quilt with the Anne of Avonlea colors. And that's when you can complete a square, the Cordelia square, once I have color 4. But tomorrow I am going to the yarn store. My son said, "You're buying lunch," and other than that, I don't think he even cares if we stop at Michael's or not. He's a good soul that way, that he's content to just come as long as he gets lunch. He won't complain or hum and haw, while I'm talking yarn with people. So he's a good traveling buddy that way. So we're going off tomorrow, and we're seeing a movie. We're going to see Nuremberg, which is not exactly a jolly holiday thrill, but he likes the fella that's in it. I'm not going to get his name right. Mayim, whatever his name is. There's a fella that he likes as an actor, and so anyway, it's only playing one time, and that was really what decided it. Is it's only playing it at one showing, and that's usually it's going to end any minute. Once it's only playing once a day, so we're going to see that. I think my One Love shawl blocked out tremendously. I mean, it's very flat. I pulled it and pulled it. My daughter, when she saw it, said she can't believe it pulled out that flat. So we'll see if it holds its shape tomorrow. I might not even take it off the blocking tomorrow. I keep looking over because it's over there on my bed. I want to make sure it's good and dry because I want it to hold its shape. And if it's got any moisture, it might want to pull back in on itself. Um, Other than that, today I got my knitting done. I didn't get any crochet done. I was organizing and making sure my last Christmas shopping is done. I had bought my brother and his wife a puzzle advent, a 24-day puzzle advent, and it's home in Connecticut. I knew it was there, and I forgot to put it in my suitcase, so they're not getting that. So I ordered them a 12-day advent and a tea advent. So they're going to get those next week. I was wondering if anybody knows. I would love it if you could comment. Is there anyone that still has 12-day yarn advents available? My sister is a knitter, and she would appreciate that, and I would be able to get it to her in time that she could open it every day for the last 12 days of the year. So I'm going to look online for that. I also looked online for a Scandinavian um, bakery, and basically it came up with the one at Epcot, which is Norwegian, but their menu does not include cardamom buns. There is it was called Scandi Bakery, but they're a traveling bakery that goes to farmers markets and stuff. And it looks like most of their events are on Mondays, which is a hard day for me to go out. I don't want to bring the kids to a farmers market. They just aren't trustworthy to stay together with just me watching them. So we might not be getting cardamom bread, so I might as well eat my jam. Other than that, I'm just about done with my Christmas shopping. I still have my son-in-law to do. My daughter wants me to get him something for outdoors to put all the scooters and hula hoops, and he has a blower to blow the debris off the. They only have a little patio. This is a rented unit, but the lawn people blow off the sidewalks, so their patio is always covered with debris. So he has a little thing to blow it back out into. There's a garden that separates from the sidewalk to where the patio is. Um, so I don't know if I could probably find that at a home center or Walmart or something. Um, but I don't have any idea how much those things cost or what she's actually even looking for. But he might be getting something that's not even for him, it's for her. We are still doing our wine advent. I didn't talk about it yesterday, but my son-in-law and daughter had bought Prosecco. I think it was Josh Sellers Prosecco. Um, Today we have a Cabernet Sauvignon from Coppola Wines, which as a mid-range affordable wine, it's really really good. Coppola wine is one of my favorites, and this is the diamond one, which tends to be a little bit better. So I cheers to Vlogmas. I have my wine with me. Um, I wrote down a couple things because I didn't want to forget to say. Other than, I don't think there is anything left to say. It's a little earlier today. I'm getting a little better about doing this a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier. So I'll get my 3 rows done. I'm going to, as the viewer, I think her name was Patsy, said, is don't stress about it, enjoy it. So I'm not going to stay up late um, trying to get my crochet done, or otherwise that movie's going to be a little bit slow and a little bit dark, so I don't want to fall asleep in Nuremberg. So I'm going to do my 3 rows of knitting, get off to bed, drink my wine, and I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, I'll show you my shirt first. I love Doctor Who and yarn, so there's some space sheep falling out of a TARDIS. So I just it's I don't go out of the house in my TARDIS sheep shirt, but it is very comfortable. Other than this feels a little bit like a shower curtain, maybe. Other than that, everything's good here. I will keep you in my heart of stitches. Thanks. Other day.